It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hey, Be It Babe, how are you? We are here. September is one of those months I feel like flies by. I know it's not as short as February, but it just kind of feels short. Anyways, it's already September 12th, and this is your Fuck Yeah Friday episode. This episode where we get to have a little bit more of a potpourri episode. Potpourri is a category in Jeopardy that I never understood what was called potpourri because my mother loved potpourri. She'd make her own potpourri, and I'm like, none of these questions or answers are about the roses, like rose petals. I don't understand. And then I realized it's just you just put a bunch of stuff together and it could be anything. And then it's potpourri. So anyways, first we start off with something that was inspiring. We should talk about. I would love for us to talk about. You can hit me up on the pod, Instagram to talk about it. You can DM us. You can send it to beitpod.com/questions. Ask questions about it. You can share your wins at beitpod.com/questions. I know it's weird. We were thinking quest wins, but who can spell that? So it's questions, but you can put a win or a question there. We answer your questions on Thursday during the recap, and we share your wins on a Friday, because sometimes you need to hear your own win later on and go, oh my God, I did that, right? Have you ever had to listen to your own bio read? So it's one of those things when I do a podcast, and after I'm done recording this, I'm on someone's podcast. Sometimes they record that part without me there, and sometimes they record that part with me there. When they record that part with me there, I'm like, oh my God, I did that. Oh, I did do that. Oh, I did that. In that amount of time, holy freaking moly. It's so easy for us to forget the things that we did. That's why we have to celebrate them. All right. I also realized that I talk really fast. I do realize this. And I have people who tell me they do not speed up my podcast, and that's fine. You don't have to. You can also slow it down. Did you know that? Okay. So this inspired me. Scholars believe that Albert Einstein was on the autism spectrum, but no one talks about his wife. And I hope I said this right. Mileva Marić. Anyways, historians speculate that she may have contributed to his theories, but she received no credit for her work. I think we don't have to speculate. I'm pretty sure that's probably true. Einstein was called a genius. He went on to win the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics and became a global icon of science. Mileva excelled in theoretical physics. In some classes, she reportedly scored even higher than Einstein. Despite strong academic performance, she was the only woman in her class and faced intense gender bias from her male professors. But in the early 1900s, women had limited rights. Women couldn't vote in most countries, couldn't publish under their own names, and were not taken seriously in academics. Einstein and Mileva, I hope I say her name right because that would be such a shame, exchanged letters discussing physics, mathematics, and joint ideas. In the letters, Einstein even referred to our work on relative motion and our papers. So why was only his name on the papers? Einstein's most groundbreaking work was published only while he was still with Mileva before their separation. This included special relativity, so E equals mc squared, and the photoelectric effect, all published during their time together in the 1905, his miracle year. After their divorce, Einstein offered Mileva his future Nobel Prize money. Some believe it was compensation for uncredited contributions to his work. Probably was. After their separation in 1914, Einstein never produced theories of the same revolutionary impact. Evidence? I think so. So how much of his genius was actually Mileva's uncredited contributions? A comprehensive review of 308 studies from 1914 to 2011 involving over 1.1 million students from 30 countries found that girls consistently outperform boys in all subjects, including math and science. That is from Time magazine. Mileva and Einstein's story leave us with a question. How many brilliant women throughout history were raised simply because they had fewer rights and no voice? So there's a great book called She Caused a Riot, which I really love, and I would love to get that author on the show. And there's a couple other scientists who, in Europe, who got a bit more credit but didn't get paid. Literally could teach the stuff, but they couldn't get paid. And so, there's also, I think we talked about this on the pod before, but how Socrates' teacher was a woman. And the truth is that people have wanted to erase what women were doing so that women could be held back. And I don't think we have to go, women are better than men. That's not the argument I'm trying to have here. It's that women deserve the same credit that a man would get for the work that they're doing, period, end of story. It's not about taking, it's about just having the opportunity to have the equal credit and reward and achievements that other people would get. So I'm glad we have all these theories. And if they work together, that is really cool. And I'm not saying he is the reason why, she didn't get the credit. Was society. But I just think that there's some research we can do. There's more to this story. There's more to a lot of stories. And, I think hopefully as we all get older, we will hear more about these amazing women and what they did. And I hope that we can celebrate them. And maybe the kids from today can hear about her and other things out there. So anyways, that's just me. That's just my hope. Okay, so let's share a win of yours. So you can send your wins in, like I said, to beitpod.com/questions. And the win we're going to share today is from Jeanne Cho. Did all the things to make a website, and it will be done by this weekend, finally. Thanks, Brad, for the web course. Received a request for a local paid event, the second contract this month. So excited to see what will come once I'm actually online. Found out Craftwork is in town this weekend, so looking forward to experiencing a legendary performance. Often hesitate in taking personal time away from my daughter and being selfish, so proud to be selfish. In digging up old Pilates footage for the website, found on an Equinox Pilates price brochure from 2016, noticing my current session rate is what they were charging a decade ago, but relieved that at least I'm earning their old drop-in rate. So this is beautiful, Jeanne. So many wins in here. First of all, and this is for everyone, doing things that fill your cup is never selfish. I know that when you're a mom, your time might be limited with your children and they grow up so fast, but also it's so important that they see that you go out and do things that are fun, that you have hobbies, that you have things that bring you joy. And they will recognize when they're older, oh, wow, she did that. And she was a happier person because of it. So love that for you. Also, I love that old Equinox Pilates rate price card. Cause I remember when I worked at Equinox and I charged exactly what they charged. So I was well, if over here that a company is taking that rate for my teaching, why I certainly can charge the same amount where I'm teaching for myself. And that also just kind of meant I didn't have to have those conversations with people I'm cheaper over here, but more expensive here. No, it's the same rate. But it does take sometimes a pep talk, right? To remind yourself oh, people are charging this. Now, obviously different places are different, but way to go. You made it, you got yourself there and you're earning the rate that you want to earn. And you got yourself your website and you use your support systems. That's another thing I want to highlight. Everyone, it is a win that was worth celebrating when you use your support systems. A lot of times we buy these things, we pay for things, and then we don't use them. And because we're scared, we're worried, we're afraid. And the truth is, or who knows, actually, maybe good things will happen, right? Is that what you're afraid of? So when you have resources, it is a win when you're you recognize you have them and you use them and you take the action. So way to go, Jeanne. Thank you for sharing with us because that way it helps us figure out oh my God, we have so many more wins we could celebrate, right? Okay, so you guys, I am going to share this with you guys right now because it's going to be soon. But I am really excited. We've had hundreds of episodes, so many episodes. I don't even know where we're at this point because I'm recording this a little early, but I was a little afraid to years ago to rock the boat of how the system of the pod goes. Cause what's, if it's not broken, why fix it? But I've decided I want to do a few different series on this pod for you guys. So a habit series and a preventative burnout series and maybe a self-love or boundary series. And so anyways, I'm letting you know now that I'm calling it a win that I am recording these series for you because I'm really fucking confident in what we've done here for you guys. We get really great interviews. We have really great guests. We have a lot of fun doing this. Our producers are amazing. And I know that a different type of series will be beneficial for you guys. And I hope that it is. And if you do like them, I do want you to tell me what other series we should do on the show because it will help us direct which guests we bring on and what topics we bring up. But, being it till you see it requires us to also take a different chance, try something different, like try something different than we've done before. So anyways, I'm really, really excited about that. I'm also excited that here we are in our 4th year. I celebrated 4 years this past summer. And, you know, we're Brad and I are like, we want to change the music. We want to update all the different things. So you're going to see a little bit of a refresh and a rebrand around here. And it's not because the pod is changing in a way that you won't recognize it. It's just becoming more of what it was supposed to be. The pod itself has been being it till it sees it. And I'm calling that a win. And so thank you for being on this journey. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for sharing episodes. Thank you for sending your wins in and your questions in. And now for your affirmation to take with you into your fabulous weekend. Are you ready? I tell the truth about who I am and what I need from others. I tell the truth about who I am and what I need from others. I tell the truth about who I am and what I need from others. Yeah, you do. You're amazing. Now go be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at beitpod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.